We back, YouTube. Got some NBA Live 19 footage. Got Live 21. 76ers versus Pelicans. ShowTime Sunday game. Got some basketball footage. You playing in that one league. We finna face the Pelicans, man. The Pelicans got a nice squad. They still got Anthony Davis over here. And our league is about to wrap up. I think we got a couple more games. And we're going to be headed off into that 2021 playoff scene. So next month, the playoffs is on the 18th, which would be March 2021. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all lives together before these playoffs come up. We got a few months though. We ain't even in February yet. But we won all our games in February. We got New Orleans against Phoenix. Damian Lillard hit seven threes. So the Pelicans got Davis, Randall, Printers, Holiday, and Rivers. So we finna get it on. I think we're gonna run with the city on them. Run with the gray jerseys.
Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been gone with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Got the 76ers versus them Pelicans. We in that one league.
76ers control the tap. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three.
KD kicking.
Bail out of something at the last second. That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't
appreciate
really
that like.
Away, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Always appreciate it.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play.
That's what's up.
Possession of the game. Pelicans have the basketball. Holiday to Rivers. It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And he'll head to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, counted. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Holiday in possession. 5-point game. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
New Orleans will take it up. Austin Rivers. Waller into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Slams it down. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. 9-0 is the score. To Julius Randle. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Pelicans ball. To Rivers. Probing the defense. Austin Rivers. Just not going down. Durant with the basketball up top. The lead stands at 9. Over to the right side. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Austin Rivers to Davis. Trying to cash in, knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control it. Holiday controls the basketball. His team down 9. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Embiid. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Butler. To Embiid. Butler. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
New Orleans going to take it up. Austin Rivers to Julius Randle. Holiday. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Rivers with the basketball. Down 11. To Holiday. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Gets it in the left corner. Durant. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Pelicans basketball. Austin Rivers to Davis. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
Wow, I shouldn't have did that.
Rivers into the front court. 14-point deficit. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Slam dunk.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Austin Rivers to Julius Randle. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Julius Randle at the line for two shots. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Beyond the arc for three. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Durant. Straight on look. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Embiid. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Randle. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
New Orleans has it. Austin Rivers. He's on the deck.
Oh.
Great sacrifice. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 0, Justin Patton. Subbing in for the New Orleans Pelicans. Number 3.
Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Oh, man.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Oh, emphatic slam.
I've been trying to
They have
cut
set
down
the
on
tone
all
in
the
this one.
turnovers
I love
that
when
I be
see
doing.
offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Has a look.
Dang.
River shot there won't go. Nice touch around the basket.
They trying to do me
with the
bad.
tip.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Pelicans have the basketball to George Hill. Randall to Davis, down low. Scores from the post.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler for two. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront.
What
of that
just
list.
happened?
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Another chance. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Hill into the front court. Down a bundle. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Shabazz Napier at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. To Brunson. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
New Orleans Pelicans.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Hill across the timeline. Down
Just
by
do
15.
it. EA Sports. Win the game.
To Julius Randle. The crossover gets
You
inside.
can stop
and
it.
the
Man, he
slam
high
dunk.
flying through there.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Anthony Davis ain't.
Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated.
He's
This is
a
the type
force
of
down
culture
there.
that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning
George Hill, he
and
played for the
losing.
Pelicans.
So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them,
I'll be
giving each other
excited to
high
see some of
fives,
these players
that's
where they
because
be
of the
going
energy
to.
that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have.
Which
in this
teams
game.
they end up
Not that time.
going to.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer.
think I got it to him too late.
Hill into the front court. Trailing by 15. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Allen. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Justin Patton at the line. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Hill across the timeline. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Yeah.
Turns and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
he's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first.
Number 2.
Good
Wow.
on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is
George
good.
Hill,
And
whop,
fitting
got it.
close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Head coach Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Napier with the basketball. Trailing by 14.
Got
Nothing going here on
one
that
more
drive.
game and we're going to be headed to the
He's looking for that
playoffs.
touch.
And this
We
happens
got a
all the time in
whole
this
new
league.
ball game
Sometimes
coming up.
Offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with
Hopefully
the
we
fact
can
that
get
the
our
defense is hungry and active,
icon
and
status before we go to the
that's why shots are dropping.
Now pass.
if we go
by
to the finals,
Pelicans.
but you know,
You go
you always
back
got
to
the
the
hopes high.
principles, things that we started working on.
How they
when
get
we were
out?
in first
How you
and
get
second
wide
grade.
open in
It's
the
called
lane like
shell
that though?
drill. You
I'm
stay
trying to
down in
figure
the
out.
stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Brunson. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. they've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. From long range, that's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Durant. Julius Randle tips it.
Randle out there hooping. He got a game going.
Left and right.
New Orleans will take it up. To Hill.
We repping for that city tonight, man.
Stolen by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Embiid to Durant. Kevin Durant. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Hill into the front court. Down a dozen. To Julius Randle. Yes, and a foul.
Come on,
Another chance
y'all.
of a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
So he dropped him 1 and 1. If he finished, Durant know that was BS.
Trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A 3-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Rises for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you
Man, I think we might have to win that MVP award. That's what I'm looking forward to, them season awards.
The difference between winning and
We need some awards under our belt, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to reach icon status. I always remember, man, when you're trying to reach icon status, you have to get you some goals and some accomplishments, man, to build your confidence and your courage, man.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead.
Oh, slowed him down.
Goes to the right side to Allen. Here comes the screen. Durant. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Oh, errant pass.
He should have shot it.
Away. Sixers have the basketball. Throws it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Holiday. The drive right to the basket. Just off the mark. To Butler.
Oh, they got us on that.
Holiday in possession.
That was supposed to drop.
Trailing by 11. To Julius Randle. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Holiday to the basket, but a shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref's bent, and that's the game.
Partner Grayson. You remind me of my partner Chris, man. When that picture that I showed y'all when I did the Sooner Sammy video in my community. My partner Chris. Back when we was in 6th grade.
Off the mark at the line.
He played for Whitney Black. I played for Whitney. He played for Whitney White. I played for Whitney Black.
Fouled. Very close, Jay. Free
I ain't seen him in a few
Great
years.
job led by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Butler. Durant to Butler. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. That's going to be out of bounds. Time to shuffle.
Sorry, Brody.
For New Orleans, number 55.
We can have an NBA Easter special up there. It's gonna be Easter special all month. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
George Hill to Holiday. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Butler to Durant. Butler to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch.
I always like to see my main man KD in rhythm.
Once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Can't connect. Butler to bring it up. The advantage is 13 points. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Drew Holiday, 2 of 4 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Durant. Shot clock winding down. Here's Durant for 2. Off the mark. Well contested.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Trying to cash in. Holiday with a shot that won't fall. Grayson Allen to Durant. For 3. Knocks it down.
My man KD.
So much better to get that shot beyond
Let's
the
go.
arc than inside 22 feet.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Drew
Oh, we back in the
Holiday
game?
Sizing up Butler. No good. Durant. Anthony Davis.
Dang, I couldn't get it in.
Snatching it out of the air.
His wings too
Holiday
long.
controls the basketball. 14-point deficit. Has a chance. Shot by Holiday, no good. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Let's get it.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Holiday in possession. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. They go down low to Randall.
Randall, boy, he been able to get him something here lately.
When you get a chance to see a player in his own space, it's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Finish that.
Forcing it.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And 2 for AD.
But most importantly,
If I wouldn't have jumped, that ball probably would have rolled
Maybe
out.
run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and
Whoa.
let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
It seemed like when you do that bounce pass
Controls the basketball.
and set him up
He'll
for
run the offense. Yes.
Come
and the
on.
foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times
Hill
we
got
pick
him
on
one
the
in
defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
George Hill at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play. And the lead down to
you
11.
putting it down, but it's that the New Orleans they ain't slacking, man. They slowly but surely be creeping back and forth up in there. We giving them a game on this what you call it?
At the rim. How do you
NBA Easter special, man.
Kevin Durant?
It's right around the corner. We just a little bit ahead, but I tell you what, we're gonna get you guys ready. We're gonna get you excited. We're gonna get you hyped.
Contest shots,
Ready, man. Let's go.
And that he misses.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Whistle stops play, timeout New Orleans, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Austin Rivers. To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Holiday. Snared by Embiid. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
He's been
Randall
doing this
got
for
12.
years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Austin Rivers to Holiday. Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. To Butler. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
A very one-sided first half of
Defense.
basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Got it going.
The Pelicans are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game drive. Assists.
The New Orleans Pelicans are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
So we got one more game after this. I think we at home, maybe away.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
It's Pelicans ball to Holiday. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. And hits off a killer step back.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant.
Ah, my
Pass
bad.
stolen by the Pelicans. Driving right to the basket. Jimmy Butler. Huge block. Now a steal by Philly.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one, count it. able to convert on both free throws. Durant across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Butler. Kicks it outside. 3 seconds.
Dang! I couldn't. I was froze. My man was froze. I don't know what would have been a better block or
they go down to Davis. To Holiday.
Whatever I just got. 3 seconds in the key. I lost 10 points. How much would I have lost?
Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Kevin Durant has it. To Embiid. Can't miss those.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
It was right there. Rivers with the basketball. His guys down 11. To Holiday. Shot from the lane won't go. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
So we're going to push it to the max.
Was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Holiday to Julius Randle. Trying to cash in. Embiid with the board. That is great vision to set it up. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Not that time.
That's how I used to be back in the day when I first started playing these games. I would always get beat by the computer. Like I started out good. It just fade away and I end up losing.
Austin Rivers to Julius Randle.
That's kind of when I really didn't even understand basketball. I just was
He's denied.
get it.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Durant.
Yeah.
In a rim rocker.
Good one.
Joel Embiid.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
They all playing collective. It's a collective basketball.
To Julius Randle. To Davis. Has a chance. The shot no good for Davis.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Good block.
Butler to Embiid. And throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Austin Rivers. He's got 2 shots coming. Career mark of 64%. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Durant. To Butler. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Jimmy Butler for 2. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Need top dollar.
And count the basket.
Ooh, cool,
Oh,
calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Embiid. And scores. Strong take.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Down low for Davis. Big finish at the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench.
Wonder if we're going to get any new players next season.
And then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Embiid.
Adabant.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
He
a
getting,
foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
got that
And I know
down
there's
in
so
there.
much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Davis knew he was took.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Pelicans basketball. Austin Rivers to Holiday. Here comes the screen. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Durant to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Rivers. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Has a look. Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Sixers control it. Brunson to Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. Rivers into the front court. His guys down big. Nothing going here on that drive. Holiday to Rivers. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. The shot by Rivers, no good. Grayson Allen to Embiid. Julius Randle pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
New Orleans has it to Julius Randle.
They was keeping up. They just slipped
Green
away.
coming. Rivers, guarded by Patton. To Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Holiday to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Randall to Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Scores from the post.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Hill across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Hill. Buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Perfect.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Brunson.
Get you some.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop
70 on them like
maybe
Devin
like Devin Booker did last year.
Hill. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Oh, he had it.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Embiid. Can't connect from inside. Over the line.
What is he doing?
Backcourt violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To George Hill. Short jumper misses. To Allen. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. To Julius Randle. It's a turnover.
Let's go, George.
Head the other way. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete and a great start for the 76ers.
That's going to wrap it up for 3. Pelicans 78, Sixers 98 on this NBA Wednesday night. We got us a game. Nice layup and the foul.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
For the front runners, 4-1 high stagger.
The monster stuff.
Successful play.
I mean, another one, another dunk, another easy possession.
My man's been hooping this year.
Can this be for the team? Why am
Number
I the
32.
only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here comes the screen. Eachwan Moore against Patton.
He holding the ball too long.
Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him
AI
right.
Cross.
For a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
And he hits.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me.
We
He said,
down here
if
at
you
the
ever
Wells
get in a
Fargo
fight,
Center.
You're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a
The
fist,
Wells Fargo,
what is that? That's 5 fingers
the Wells
working
Fargo
collectively
stock, boy,
together
it bounced
as
back a
one.
little bit
That's how you deliver a knockout
from what it
punch,
was.
and that's what we're seeing tonight.
George Hill. He's now 5 for 6.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Brunson. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an
Come on.
epidemic, sign me up.
At least we didn't get the
And the
foul.
finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Brunson. Oh, he had him there for a second. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
Cleans it up. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Luke Fournette.
First one goes down.
Got 9 minutes, 36 seconds left on this Easter special.
2 for 2 on that trip. To Butler. Missed a wide open look. Oh, whistle.
Man,
Simple
come on,
touchdown.
they getting us.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
My man look like he in a slump right now. Unless he's tired or something.
Fires the 3, and it's Butler with the rebound. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. To Julius Randle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that
They sharing words out there, bro.
Julius Randle at the line for a chance at a 3-point
Randle been having a pretty good game.
He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Austin Rivers swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Austin Rivers. In the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. All right. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Anthony Davis, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Durant. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock and breaks it up.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Good shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Rivers. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Austin Rivers. Goes to the right side. Davis to Rivers. Oh, the touch at the rim.
Man, I couldn't get
In
it.
the paint, you need to finish just like that.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pelicans have the basketball. Randall.
We got one more game after this.
Able to convert
We
inside.
can lock in the
From a point
playoffs.
guard perspective,
Might wait a
one of
little
the
bit
things
to
that
play.
I learned when I played in the league was that
I
the
don't
more
know.
I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Short jumper off the mark.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Knocks down the first.
Wow.
So he hits the first, misses the second. To Holiday. To Julius Randle. Shot from in close, no good. The follow won't go either. That one's going to be out of bounds. Butler to Embiid. Off the mark. To Hill. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Blocking so many shots
Good
only
hustle.
gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Holiday. Austin Rivers. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Embiid. Butler. Oh, ferocious slam inside. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Randall to Holiday. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Kevin Durant with the rock. Had a chance, but it's no good. Holiday in possession. His guys down big. Austin Rivers. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Anthony Davis with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Now, opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now a steal by Philly.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Embiid. Count the bucket for two.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
New Orleans will take it up. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. To Julius Randle. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum
Riley
effort.
Pritter's got 16. I think he's
Remind my players
a
to
rookie.
close out.
He's a rookie this year.
Number 1, Austin Rivers.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis lets it fly. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Oh, that's 3 seconds.
Oh, no.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Austin Rivers to Holiday. To Davis. Randall. 4-3. That's rebounded by Embiid.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The Sixers are victorious.
That's a wrap.
As they win
131
this
to
in
108.
convincing fashion. That does it.
Sixers
For my
prevail.
partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers came away with the victory in this one. And the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pelicans just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Riley Printers, yeah, he a rookie or sophomore.
These These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Assists. Woo.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thunder won. Pacers won. You got one more game to go. 27-1. We lost to the Boston Celtics. Our last game is in Phoenix.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
How many points is we from icon status? Career hype, that's what we need. Ooh, it's kind of close. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching this NBA live footage. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us reach 5,000 subs. It says every YouTuber's dream to get a million subscribers. My buddy Ortez dropped in.
Your boy QJB, I gotta show you all these dunks coming from the one. They were dunking everything. Let's get it. The one had it looking like a dunk contest out there today. Dunking everything down. I gotta leave it at that. Your boy QJB signing out. I gotta check out some more of these dunks. Peace.
We're gonna dance a week. So we was running the 2029 game season. Running 12 minutes. So we running. You know what I'm saying? I ain't compete with my teammate, but you know either one of us would like to get the MVP. It don't really matter though. But the numbers is looking. It's how the numbers is looking. Overall, Damian Lillard leads the league in points. I lead the league in assists. I lead the league in rebounds. I lead the league in blocks. And Devon Mitchell lead the league running with them Jazz and steals. My .3. KD was putting it down for the defense. Patrick Blunt. Rookies this year. Wing shooter. Buddy Hugh, OU. He from OU, I think. Mr. Thomas, wing shooter. Most improved player. Ooh, yeah. Torrey Parks. He up in there. I knew he improved a lot. He was a rookie last year. Let's check him out. We can't pick on him. He had 8 points, 1.5 assists, 5.9 rebounds, 0.3 blocks, 1.0 steal. He number 5. Coach of the year, Britt Brown, 27 wins, 1 loss. It's out of him. And McMillan.